first and how the pressure was fed.
Hey guys, this is Argon657 here with my 7th Wi-Fi battle. This battle is against Aaron, so hope you guys enjoy. Now, he is going to start off with Yuxi as I start off with my Diancie. And this is a especially defensive Diancie, so he take a lot of special moves pretty well. And he's going to go for a Thunder Wave as I go for Stealth Rocks. It doesn't really matter if he goes for Thunder Wave because I'm slow anyway. I'm a sassy nature with plus special defense and minus speed. And he's going to go for his Stealth Rocks as I go for a Toxic. But he's going to have the Lumberry. And he's going to go for a U-turn, and he's going to go into his Lantern. And I go for a Toxic again. And it probably didn't even matter. He could have Heal Bell. He probably has Heal Bell, I'm not sure. But, yeah, he does have Heal Bell, and he's going to heal himself from the poison. And I get paralyzed. So I have to switch out to Quillfish to take whatever move he has. And he's going to go for a Scald. And unfortunately I get the burn. So I have to, like, set up my entry hazards too. So, like, I have Toxic Spikes. But I'm going to switch out because I don't want to take a Thunderbolt or a Volt Switch or whatever electric type move he has. He goes for a Volt Switch on Diancie, and I take that really nicely. This is, again, especially defensive Diancie with max special defense and max HP. He goes into Zapdos, and he's going to go for a Substitute. And I'm going to go for a Diamond Storm. And it's going to break the sub because it's super effective and everything, and it's stab, and I get the +1 defense raise. So now I'm at +1 defense. He's going to withdraw into his Lantern. And I go for a Diamond Storm again, just in case he stayed in, but he goes into Lantern. And it was a critical hit. It almost takes it out, though, but not quite enough. And he's going to go for a Scald. And I take that Scald really well. And I'm able to finish him off with a Moonblast. Being the fact that it's super effective and taking that really well, it's amazing. Because Diancie is space 150 special defense and everything. So, it's able to take that move quite nicely. But he's going to go into a Azumarill as I go into Quillfish. Because I don't want to take like a Aqua Jet or a Waterfall. He goes for a Waterfall, and I take that pretty nicely. But I'm burned, so it's going to be a possible 2-hit KO. But he's going to switch out into Yuxi as I go for Toxic Spikes. Now, I get burned. I don't know why I switched out. I probably should have went for another Toxic Spikes there. But I switch out to Ferrothorn as he goes for a U-turn. It doesn't do much, but he's going to get the Iron Vibes damage. And he's going to go back into his Zapdos. And I'm afraid of the Heat Wave, though, because Zapdos can carry Heat Wave. So over here, I switch out. Because, again, I don't know if he has Heat Wave or not. But I go to Diancie. If he does have Heat Wave, I can take that really nicely since I resist it. And very specially defensive. But he goes for a Roost. So, this probably indicates that he's probably a sub-Roost variant or something. And I don't know what other moves he has, but I go for a Diamond Storm. And it doesn't really do much to Yuxi. But he could have Thunderbolt, and he could have a Heat Wave, I don't know. But he goes for a U-turn. Like, Zapdos, like, could potentially have it, but anyways. he goes into Tyranitar, and he gets poisoned, and I go for a Moonblast, so... But since Tyranitar's special defense is going to be raised, it's not going to do much, so I have to switch out to Quillfish as Death Fodder. And I get the Intimidate off, and he's going to go for a Brick Rake. And I survive with 3 HP, but it doesn't matter because the Sandstorm is going to take me out. Even without the Sandstorm, the Burn is going to be able to take me out anyway, so pretty much Quillfish was a Death Fodder. So I go into Mawile, and I'm going to Mega Evolve here. And I go for Swords Dance, and Mawile is very powerful, but he's going to go for a Brick Break, and I'm going to be able to take that really well. It does like nothing to it. And I'm going to be able to finish him off with an Iron Head. And +2 and everything. Even without the boost, it's going to be able to take it out anyway, so not a big deal. He goes into Zapdos. Now I have to switch up because he could predict a Sucker Punch. And he could outspeed me too, so I don't want to take any chances whatsoever. He goes for a Thunderbolt, as I take that Thunderbolt really well. And I'm not even sure if he has Heat Wave. He may not have Heat Wave, but I wasn't so sure at the time if he had Heat Wave or not, so I had to switch out to Diancie and everything. Now, he goes for a Diamond Storm. No, I go for a Diamond Storm on a Azumarill, and it does a nice amount though. But now that I think about it, the Zapdos may not have Heat Wave because it went for a Thunderbolt instead of Heat Wave, because it would have went for Heat Wave as I switched into Diancie. But I'm going to switch into Ferrothorn to take a Waterfall from him, and I take that nicely. And he's going to get Iron Barbs damage, and he's going to go for a Waterfall again. And it still does nothing, and the Iron Barbs damage is going to be able to take him out. So I was going to go for a Leech Seed, but since there was no Pokemon there, it didn't have any effect or anything. So he goes into Zapdos here, and I switch out. Again, at the time, I didn't know if he had Heat Wave. Like, he goes for Roost. And, I'm gonna switch out into Conkeldurr. I don't know why I switched into Conkeldurr, but he goes for a Thunderbolt, and with leftovers, it does less than half. And he's going to go for a Thunderbolt again as I go for a Rock Slide. And it does less than 50%. So, and it's not stab, so of course it's not going to do much. I mean, I go for an Ice Punch as he goes for Roost, so that's good play, because the Ice Punch will not be super effective anymore after he Roosts. So now I have to switch out to Ferrothorn. At this point, I think that he probably doesn't have a Heat Wave, so he goes for a Thunderbolt. I get paralyzed, but it'll power out my Gyro Balls. He goes for a Substitute. As I go for a Leech Seed, I was hoping he wouldn't go for a Substitute, but he was going to go for a Roost. And I'm going to go for a Thunder Wave. I think it was a misclick. I think I meant to go for a Gyro Ball. Or I think I was predicting him to switch out to something else or so. But he goes for a Thunderbolt, and this definitely tells me he definitely doesn't have Heat Wave. So, and he would have gone for it if he did. So he goes for another Thunderbolt. And I go for a Gyro Ball. And it's not going to be enough to break the sub. And he goes for another Thunderbolt. And it was a critical hit, but I'm going to go for Gyro Ball again, see if it breaks the sub. But his sub finally breaks, so now I'm just going to leave in Ferrothorn as Death Fodder. No, I'm not going to. I'm actually going to leave in Conkeldurr as Death Fodder, as he is going to be able to take me out with a Thunderbolt. So I go into Dragonite here. This is a choice banded Dragonite, and Extreme Speed did that much. It's likely a defensive Zapdos based on damage that did. So he's going to go for a sub, then after I break the sub he goes for Roost. Now I have to switch out because Extreme Speed is not going to do much, plus he has the ability Pressure, so I don't want to waste my Extreme Speeds. And he's going to switch out into Uxie as I switch out to Diancie. So he makes a double switch there. And he's going to go for a U-turn. And a lot of my Pokemon are at low health, so I just gotta try to get as much damage as possible before they're able to take me out. I forgot what this Pokemon's name is, but this Pokemon over here, like Zapdos, this guy over here, this flying flying bird thing. I don't remember what it is, but I'm just gonna leave in Ferrothorn as Death Fodder. I go to Dragonite, and I go for an Extreme Speed, and it's an easy KO. Now he goes into Uxie. I go for another Extreme Speed, and it's an easy kill too. So now his last Pokemon is a Zapdos. And because of that Extreme Speed, how much that did last time, it's pointless. I'm not going to stay in. So I'm going to leave Diancie as Death Fodder. And I survived with 4 HP. And he's going to go for another Thunderbolt and finish me off. So, goodbye Diancie. I go into Mawile. And he's going to go for a Roost. And I go for a Play Rough. And that Zapdos took it really well. And he's going to be able to take me out with a Thunderbolt with a crit. I'm not sure if that mattered, but I may have been able to survive one. And I'm going to be able to go for the Extreme Speed for the victory. So, good game. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just leave a comment below, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.